Cushing wrestling means to me the most fun part of my college career. It made me who I am today and gave me the opportunity to chase my dreams in college. Without Cushing wrestling, I don't know where I would be today.
I grew up wrestling for the Cushing Wrestling Program. I wrestled for 10 years, and then I came back and coached elementary, junior high, and high school throughout the Cushing program for a total of wrestling and coaching of over 30 years. So, you know, it's been a big part of my life and will continue to be a big part of my life. It's extremely important to me. I have seen Cushing wrestling through the ups and downs. The one constant is Cushing has always had very passionate wrestlers, parents, and coaches who have put in countless hours of extremely hard work.
Cushing wrestling means to me the definition of being tough. It taught me when things get tough, you have to get tougher. Cushing wrestlers are a bunch of tough, gritty wrestlers who fight and scrap for every point. They may not be the best wrestlers, but you know that they are going to give all that they got and never settle for anything less.
One of the best learning experiences I have. Teaches you how to work, that's for sure. And determination. If you're more determined and you can work harder than the guy next to you, you're going to be successful in anything that you do.
Cushing wrestling really means a lot to me. You know, growing up and everything, I was lucky enough to be able to be a part of Cushing wrestling and the tradition, you know, that we have and everything. And, you know, another thing that's really special is the entire community of Cushing has always been a big supporter of Cushing wrestling. And they've always been there for us, you know, when we were winning and even when we weren't winning, you know. They're always there, and that's something really special about Cushing and Cushing wrestling.
Winning Dual State my junior year was a big highlight of my wrestling career in high school. We were losing 27-4, and we clawed and scratched our way back, and we ended up winning the duel 31-30.
I have a lot of great memories of Cushing wrestling, about kids fulfilling their goals at the end of the year. I think my favorite competition in wrestling is the Dual State competition. It's where the team comes together for a common cause and everybody makes sacrifices. We've had situations where we've had to bump kids up, you know, weight classes just to get the right matchup, and they're all willing to do that for the benefit of the team and to give the team a better chance to have success. Probably my favorite Dual State was in 2009. We were wrestling Tuttle in the state finals, and it was a very good Tuttle team. Tuttle, they have 3 wrestlers off of that team that are currently wrestling on Division I teams, and there's 2 that are wrestling in Division II. So they were a pretty stacked team, and probably a better team than what we were. They were up in the duel, I think it was 27-3, with about 6 matches left, and we were able to come back and win that duel 31-30, and it's a very exciting finish. And I think our kids were able to win that because they didn't just think they could win, they knew they were going to win. They had a lot of confidence, and again, they had done the work throughout the year. They were confident in their preparation, and they stepped on the mat knowing that they were going to win that duel.
I was fortunate enough to be a part of several team titles, dual titles, and individual state titles. However, the happiest moment of my whole career was winning the dual state titles. My freshman year, I wanted to quit. I was tired of pulling weight. Mentally and physically, I was drained. However, that morning before we had to go to a tournament, Barry came over to me and he said, "Dakota, if you want to quit, you need to tell the team. And, you know, if you make that decision, we may not win a team state title or a dual state title." whenever I went back over to the gym that morning, we're getting ready to go to a tournament, I couldn't muster up the nerve to tell them that, you know, if I didn't do that, or if I quit, that we may not win a dual state title. I pushed through it that season, did what I had to do to finish it. It was tough. It was real tough, guys. But, you know, that year whenever we went to dual state a couple weeks later after that and dominated at dual state in the finals and everything, just to see the joy on everybody else's face was awesome. I would do that over 100 times before I would win an individual state title.
You know, just the family and the brotherhood that Cushing Wrestling creates. I mean, it doesn't matter if you wrestled 20 years ago. It doesn't matter if you graduated last year. It doesn't matter if you're still on the team right now. You know, Cushing Wrestling, you know, it's crazy how you can go through and you can tell who's been a part of Cushing Wrestling, because they're just really special people. And whether it be coaches or athletes or mat maids or administrators that were a part of it, I mean, we're all one big family, and we'll always be a part of that family. You know, there's generations, you know, that have been a part of Cushing Wrestling, and it's really something special. And I'm just grateful and happy that I was lucky enough to be a part of Cushing Wrestling and continue to be a part of Cushing Wrestling.
Some of my personal experiences are Coach Patterson telling me to come up and work out with the heavyweights, that they needed someone big to push them around.
My advice for Cushing wrestlers near the end is to keep working hard, never give up, and envision yourself reaching your goals every day. When things get tough, remember who you are and how hard you've worked to get where you want to be.
I guess at the end of the year, I think the best advice would be that the hay is in the barn, which means you put in the work. And I think you just have to be confident in your preparation throughout the year and know that you've outworked your opponents, and just be willing to lay it on the line at the end of the year whenever it counts.
At the end of the year, you need to be fearless and stay focused. Always fight and take the match 1 point at a time. Trust in the work you put in and leave everything on the mat and have fun.
Show them the way, you know, and the hard work of what it takes to do that. You know, they want you guys to win a dual state title, a team title, and individual titles. Show them what it takes to do that. Show them the ropes. We're cheering you guys on. Good luck.